Howdy everyone, my name is Ethan Worthy and this is my Security Convergence video presentation for my cybersecurity class here at Texas A&M. Alright, for this presentation we're going to go over the case concerning the Constellation Energy Group, which is a Fortune 500 energy company headquartered in Baltimore. So we're going to go over these three questions. The first one is, what were the main strengths and weaknesses from Convergence? The second one is, what could be done to increase the chances of effectively converging the operations together? And then lastly, we're going to look at what strategies you would recommend. Alright, to overview Convergence a little bit, we're going to be looking at two different types of security, the first being physical security and the second being IT security. So kind of to define these, physical security is going to be what protects your physical and tangible assets. These are going to be anything from gates to doors to locks, anything that has a physical barricade that protects your physical assets, such as equipment, buildings, anything like that. And then to move to IT security, this is going to be what protects your information and intangible assets. This is going to be your firewalls, your passwords, your systems that protects customer data, any kind of thing in place that is able to protect your sensitive information for companies and corporations. And then today we have seen that information has become the most important asset. As we've seen advances in technology and the modernization of businesses, you can't really do anything without the internet, without a network. And so we've kind of seen that information has moved up in the ranks and has become the most important asset to corporations and companies. Traditionally, physical and IT security were separated and governed by different departments. These were kind of spearheaded for different people. They had their own executives and their own supervisors, and they operated as two different departments. The idea of convergence is the integration of physical and IT security into one system that is governed by the same people. So essentially it's moving these two different departments into one. Here are lists of strengths that we see Constellation Energy Group taking advantage of from converging their IT and physical security departments. For one, we see an increase in efficiency. This also unifies the security system, improves the communication between the IT department and the physical security department, because essentially with Convergence it becomes the same department. So improved in communication, better cost control. This kind of goes back up to the increased efficiency. And then we streamline redundant security processes. Some of the same processes are repeated unnecessarily just due to protocol in IT security and physical security. So combining those, we kind of reduce that redundancy. And then we have improved technology and enhanced security. So everyone in the department kind of knows what's going on security-wise, both with physical and IT security. Just looking back in the case, we can see that Brandon Dunlap says, and I quote, "We didn't have a name for it. We didn't call it Convergence. We just thought, wouldn't it be great if we could work together more closely for efficiency?" So this kind of shows that the main goal in this mission to converge physical and IT security together was just for efficiency and to reduce cost. Going through the weaknesses of the case, it tells us that there was a very complex process to integrate these two departments. There was no really guide because no company had done this before. Constellation Energy Group was kind of the first mover in this scenario where they were converging their physical and IT security together. So there really wasn't a to-do list to follow or a framework that they could guide us through. And converging these two, they saw a lot of challenges. political challenges, logistical challenges, and cultural challenges. And for a company this mature, to kind of go in and restructure their whole department, it is challenging, and you have to think about the employees. You have to think about what the effects it will have on the entire business as a whole. And so these are kind of some of the weaknesses that we saw with Convergence. Moving on to our second question of what can be done to increase the chances of integrating these operations. I think a smooth transition to integration is something that is really important in the success of integrating these two departments. I think creating an integration schedule is something that could really be beneficial to staying on track and making sure this gets done. This also gives all the employees and all the management, everyone involved, a kind of preparation guide of what's to come and what's happening and how to get prepared for the things that's to come. I think a quick shift in this could really be detrimental. I think the company should really take their time and really analyze every part of the departments and create a good integration schedule that's going to keep everyone on the same page and just keep everyone informed of what's going on this week or what's going on the next month. So moving on to the third question is the recommendation. I recommend for the Constellation Energy Group that Convergence is a great idea. I think it is very important to have your employees kind of to know what's going on in all these departments. I really believe that a holistic approach to security will yield better results. I think that this is going to give any company a better chance of preventing and fighting any kind of security problems or breaches that happen. And I think that this could really be beneficial to a lot of corporations and businesses, not only for this case for the Constellation Energy Group, but I think it's a good idea for a lot of different companies to take advantage of this convergence and kind of integrate these two departments. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. Thanks and gig 'em.